Okay, good morning everyone.
Morning.
Ready for the Satipatthana?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, we continue from last time. Okay, but before we, move further, I want to kind of summarize what we have learned so far. Try to help you recap and get the clear picture before we move forward. This sutra is very important. Okay, Satipatthana Sutra, which is kept in the Majjhima Nikaya, okay, Sutra number 10, and Tikha Nikaya, Sutra number 22. Satipatthana Sutra or Maha Satipatthana Sutra. Okay, it's the same sutra, but Maha Satipatthana Sutra has more detail explaining about the Four Noble Truths. Okay, but the core teaching of how to develop mindfulness or sati is the same. Get back to the meaning. Satipatthana here. Satipatthana, sati means mindfulness. Okay. Upatthana means attending. Okay, placing near or being present. Being present of what? Being present of sati. Being present of your awareness. So altogether, when we talking about Satipatthana, we are talking about the attending with mindfulness. Whatever you do, you are specifically focused on that particular activity or object only at that very moment. When we're talking about breathing meditation, you focus on your breathing only, in and out. Okay. When you contemplate of the body, you contemplate on your body only. Okay, not the feeling, not the mind object of the body. Okay, and this is what we have covered last time. This one is the big picture of Satipatthana. Satipatthana in this sutra talk about contemplating on four factors. The first one is the body, second one is the feeling, the third one is the mind, and the last one is the mind object or the Dhamma, okay, which is in your. And we cover the first part, which is the body. Start from breathing, posture, activities, the body part, okay, the elements and the crops or the dead body. But we only explain in detail and practice the first one, which is breathing, contemplating on the breath in and out. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you can stop there. You can practice, in different area as well. Let's say posture, okay, walk, sit, sleep, okay, stand, activity, everything you do. You brush your teeth, you eat, you taking shower, you do laundry. This consider activity that related to the body. When you do laundry, where is your mind? You should be with your clothes. You should be with the water. You should be with the activity in front of you. When you eat, that eating is activity of the body. So you focus on what you eat. Okay, and the part of the body. Okay, head hair, body hair, lung, nail. Okay, skin, teeth. This is the body part. Element: earth, water, wind, fire. This is make us as this body composed of four elements. And the crop or the dead body, we haven't gone that far yet, okay, to reflect on the dead body. Basically, you practice like this. When you practice breathing, okay, you number one, you observe what? The long breath. When you breathe in, okay, how long of your breath and how long can you hold it, and where, okay, does the breath end in your body before it turn to the exhale, okay, and observe the short breath. Okay, breathe in long, in and out, breathe in short, in and out. This is the easiest way to start off in Satipatthana, because contemplating on the body is the outer element, outer part. When we go deeper to observe the mind, okay, the feeling, the mind object is difficult because we cannot see it. And the third one, after you're comfortable with your breathe in long, breathe out long, breathe in short, breathe out short, then you kind of observe the effect of what happened to your body. How does the breath affect the body? The calmness of the body, the agitate of the body. Your goal is to be able to control, number 4. Okay, control your breath. Why? because we want the body and the mind to be calm, but the fact is we cannot just all of a sudden calm the body and the mind down. So we utilize the breath. The breath is the inner body, right? The breath control the body. When you want to calm your body down, okay, let the body still. If you don't know how to do that, let's say you get angry, you want to calm down quick, you put your attention back to your breath. You breathe in deeply, breathe out deeply, and that breath help calm the body down. Your heartbeat getting lower, your blood pressure lower, your consciousness can come back, your sati can come back because you can control your breath. So the goal of observing the body by utilizing the breathing technique is for you to be able to control your own physical body completely. Have the body calm by utilizing the breath, which is not that easy, but it is practical. It can be practiced. Once the body is calm, you achieve something called sukha or happiness. Sukha is a Pali, happiness is English. Okay, this is the calmness of the body. Body calm. Why the body can be calm? Because you can control your breath. You control the breath, not too long, not too short. That breath make you feel comfortable. To be specific, that breath make your body feel comfortable. And when your body is comfortable, you start encounter something called feeling good, feeling calm, feeling peaceful. And now you can observe feeling. To summarize, observe. Okay, observe. First one is observe. Observe what? Observe your breath. And then understand it. Understand your breath and your physical body completely, thoroughly. You observe, you understand how you breathe. When you breathe long, what effect to the body? When you breathe short, what effect that you have on the body? Completely understand. And then once you observe, once you understand, and then you take control. 3 steps. Observe, understand it, and then be able to control your breath and allow your breath to control your body, so your body and breath can be calm. And that is why starting from observing the breath in Satipatthana is the easiest way to practice mindfulness. When you feel tired, when you feel sad, when you feel excited, when you get scared, okay, when you worry, you don't know what to do, you don't know what technique that you should be using in bring your sati or mindfulness back to your life. Just get back to your breath. Take a deep breath. 1 time, 2 times, several times, 10 times, until you can calm your whole body down. Okay? Actually, this is the idea of observing the physical body by utilizing your own breath. Keyword is here: observe, understand, and control. And then we talk about how to actually do it, okay, to counting, okay. So I present you 2 ways of counting the breath, by the slow technique and the fast technique, okay. Counting slow and counting fast, okay. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, like this, and then 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 1 to 8, 1 to 10, and then start over again from 1 to 5, okay, but go slow, okay. You can do this all day long. Don't rush to understand that, oh, I got it, Long Pi. There's nothing much. No, please do it. You spend 1 hour, keep on doing this. You will be surprised what happened to you in the next hour. You get to the point where you understand your own breath. You get to the point where you understand that how you can control your breathing and how you can control your whole body. Understand the effect of the breath and the body. This is the purpose of number 1 Satipatthana. Okay, to be able to have sati with your physical body by utilizing your breath. And this is the fast, counting fast, okay, 1 to 5, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, until 10 and go back again, okay. But it's not limit here. You can come up with your own technique. This is just the example. And then we move on to the feeling, right? The second Satipatthana today, okay, we're talking about how to observe the feeling, how to contemplate on the feeling itself. Now we moving to something more refined. We cannot see the feeling, but we can just feel. Once you can control your physical body to be calm, okay, when it's fully calm, your mind start coming back, you feeling good. That feeling start happening is called sukha vedana, or feeling pleasant. Come from the physical body is being calm. It start from there. And I don't want you to just fast reading and understand it intellectually. No, I want you to go slow and kind of absorb what the Buddha want us to understand by this, sentence or by the whole paragraph. So let's say we don't know anything about how to observe the feeling, and this is what it said in the text. So let's go together line by line. Okay, Buddha said, and how monks, okay, how does a monk, okay, contemplating feeling in the feeling, contemplate what feeling in the feeling. Monks, when feeling pleasant, okay, when you're feeling pleasant, he knows I feel pleasant feeling. When feeling unpleasant feeling, he knows that I feel an unpleasant feeling. Simple, right? When feeling neither mean, okay, not both of them, unpleasant or pleasant. Again, he knows I feel neither unpleasant nor pleasant. When feeling worldly pleasant feeling, what it means? Worldly pleasant feeling. A worldly pleasant feeling. Worldly pleasant feeling means the pleasant come from material thing. Okay, we will explain a little bit, okay, in the next slide. When feeling an unworldly pleasant, unworldly pleasant feeling, he knows that I feel an unworldly pleasant feeling. Not finished yet. When feeling an unworldly pleasant, he knows I feel an unworldly pleasant feeling. Okay. And when feeling worldly neutral feeling, neutral show here, he know that I feel neutral feeling. This is what it said in the scripture, in the text. Okay, but when we read, we have to kind of slowly read and try to understand what it means. This is the English translation from the Pali. Okay, it depends on the vocabulary that the translator used. Sometimes different translators use different English vocabulary, which give us different understanding. Okay, but we just start from this particular translator, and this is the following paragraph. The Buddha continued. He said, in this way means, okay, understand pleasant, unpleasant, neither unpleasant, okay, and neutral. In this way, monk he abides contemplating feeling in feeling, internally, externally, and both internal and externally. He contemplating the nature of arising of feeling, the nature of passing away of the feeling, and the nature of both arising and passing away of the feeling. Mindfulness that there is a feeling, this is a feeling, okay, is established. The feeling happen in him to the extent necessary for bare knowledge and continuous mindfulness, and he abides independent, not clinging, the key word is here, to anything in the world. That is how, in regard to the feeling, he abides contemplating the feeling. This is the word that used in the text. Okay, I don't know how much you understand, but we try to digest, okay, what we learn from here together. Basically, the Buddha wants us to, again, observe, understand, and be able to control your feeling. Okay, apply the same concept. Observe, feel good, feel not good, or feel neutral. Understand, okay, how do you feel, what make you feel good, what make you feel bad, what make you feel neutral, and then be able to, okay, neutralize or tranquilize your feeling. If you're not feeling good, how can you bring it back to feeling neutral? If you're too feeling good, how can you bring it back to be neutral? This is the idea. In order to do that, we need to be very mindful exactly whatever feeling we are encountering with at the moment. And here the summary. There are three kinds of feeling. Okay, pleasant feeling or sukha, unpleasant feeling or dukkha, and neutral feeling or atukkhama sukha. You're neither happy or unhappy. Okay, in each group, the Buddha mentioned two kind of feeling. The first one, feeling that attached to material thing, is called worldly feeling. Okay, and another feeling is not attached to any material object. It's called unworldly feeling. Samisa and niramisa is the Pali word. Okay, worldly and unworldly. Let's talk about example. Okay, maybe understand better. When we are feeling good toward the worldly, worldly feeling, or feeling good toward the object. Let's say you buy a new car. You feel good, right? Excited, get a new car and drive, show off your friend. This is exactly what it means by the first feeling good with the worldly or samisa. You're feeling good because of the object that you acquire. Okay, get a new house. Okay, and if you once you buy a car, you see your friend bought a new car. You want the same car, but you don't have enough money to buy the same car. You feel unhappy. This is called unhappy with worldly object. You need to have something first to be happy. If you cannot have that, then you're unhappy. It's called dukkha. The first one is called sukha because you can have what you want. What about unworldly or niramisa? Niramisa means it's nothing related to the object. The feeling of helping others, the feeling of you feeling good about your own precept, you are a good person. This is feeling that nothing to do with the material. You feel like you're a good son. Okay, you do good. You support your family. So all the virtue, all the dhamma that you practice, all the meditation that you practice, that make you feel that you are a good person. This is something called the pleasant feeling without related to the object. Okay, you observe precept. You know that today you're a good monk. You don't break any precept. You feel good. Okay, and then all of a sudden you think of, I did something wrong this morning. Now you feel this one. You feel unhappy. You took care of your own mistake about your precept. Similar to that. And then neutral, same thing. Okay. Whether you have that car or not, you don't feel anything. You feel content of the car that you have. You don't hungry for a new car. You don't hungry for a new phone. So this is neutral. Okay. Same thing with you don't do good. You don't do bad. You see people make merit. You don't feel like you want to make merit like that person. You stay neutral. People release the fish. Anumodana. You see people release the fish. You feel okay. You don't feel excited about that good deeds that people do. You don't feel upset that you cannot do what they do. So you the mind stay like neutral. To be specific, I think this picture is very useful. Okay, it helps you to see deeper about what feeling means, what vedana. Vedana is the Pali word. Feeling is the English word. Okay, in the eyes of Buddhism, every feeling comes with defilement. Don't get trapped on that. When we call pleasant, when we call happy, in fact, it's just the word that we use. It is dukkha. There's no such thing called happiness. When you feel happy, that means you have less suffering, less dukkha. So, let's say you stay neutral. This is you at the moment. Now your mind, you don't need anything. You don't feel hungry. You don't want a phone. You don't want a car. You don't want a house. You don't want money. You don't want to get promoted. You stay neutral. This is the moment. And all of a sudden, your boss call you, hey, Paul, you get promoted. Next week, you're going to be a manager. And then your mind jump to be this guy. Hey, I'm going to be a manager. You are so happy. Your mind all of a sudden jump off the bed. Get excited about the news that you hear through your ear. Your boss calling you through the phone, you hear through your ear. It's go to your mind, and your mind give you the interpretation that, wow, this is excited. This is good news. I'm going to be a boss. You get excited. The mind step out of the center from being neutral to be excitement. Get excitement. Excitement in a positive way though. You win the lottery, you get a newborn baby, you get promoted on the job, whatever it is, that get the mind excited. This is called feeling. Feeling mean excitement in the positive way or excitement in the negative way. And all of a sudden, after 5 minutes, the same boss call you, Paul, I'm sorry, I called the wrong person. It's different Paul. It's not you to be a manager next week. You see, within 1 minute, from overly happy coming down to a man being mad, you become a madman. Get angry. Why not me? Why not that Paul? Why don't be this Paul? Same man. See, your mind get excitement, but excitement in a negative, with a negative energy. Your mind out of the base. You see feeling run your life. Happy, unhappy, pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral. The Buddha said, every feeling come with trap, come with defilement, come with disease. When you are present, it come with raga or greed. You always want to get promoted. And when that fulfill, you get excitement, you get so happy. That's why you jump around, you smile, you laugh, because of greed running behind. Let's say you from a regular employee, you become a manager. This is a big step, right? And once you go to the local manager, you want to go to regional manager. When you get to regional, you want to be a vice president, the CEO. This is greed that run behind the scene. Okay, it is greed. We never stop wanting to have something more pleasurable. Okay, don't be trapped on that. At the same time, okay, unpleasant come with dosa or anger, hatred. Behind the scene of your unpleasant, this is start from you dislike. You don't like that new. The guy tell me that I cannot get promoted. You start agitated. You feel dislike, and that dislike feeling or agitated feeling come from the defilement called dosa or anger or hatred. And that this guy is behind the scene. It starts from dislike and all the way up to getting mad, getting angry, getting upset, miserable. Elaborated more and more. It depends on how excitement of your mind at the moment. And moha, you stay neutral. Okay, you stay neutral mean you don't know what to do, you don't know what to feel, you don't know, what is the right thing to do at the moment. You stay neutral. Okay, this is moha or delusion. This defilement is standing behind the scene. Is standing behind the scene. Okay. Deep down, you know that you want to get promoted, and when the guy call you to be a manager, you feel neutral because usually you want to be a vice president. You hope higher than that, but people promote you only to be a manager, so you kind of stay neutral. You don't too excited about that new, okay, and you don't too upset either because it's better than nothing. At least you become a manager. So this is the feeling. What we learn from here is that the minds always, okay, have the defilement inside that run our life, and that defilement create the feeling. When feeling happen, the Buddha want us to pay attention. What kind of feeling, and how, okay, can you control that feeling? How can you be back to neutral? So you can use your sati and develop wisdom and move on with your life, with less suffering. With less suffering in life. So it's, if the mind keep on fluctuates like this, okay, that mind is called unstable mind. The mind cannot be still, which is not good when we practice meditation. That is why feeling is important, very, very important. And here is the example. Okay, I compare feeling to candy. Okay, you think of the nice, colorful candy. It looks delicious. It looks sweet. It looks very tasty. When the kids see candy, okay, they don't care about anything. They just jump. They just want to eat. They just want to try to eat, even though you tell them to stop. Don't eat too much because you need to brush your teeth. Otherwise, you get the tooth decay or things like that. The kid doesn't care. They don't care. They just want to eat. It's the feeling of being attached to the taste of the candy. Okay, candy come with disease. Okay, which can cause you the decay of your teeth. Same thing, feeling come with defilement, which can cause you suffering. if you don't mindful enough. That is why Sati is important tool in our daily life to be aware of your feeling, to observe your feeling, to be able to understand your own feeling at the moment, to be able to understand, okay, how did that feeling happen and how to control it. This is called Satipatthana, to put your awareness 100% on the feeling that occur in that particular moment. And how do we deal with that? Okay, how do we practice? Okay, by observing feeling. We know that there are three kinds of feeling: feeling pleasant, feeling unpleasant, and feeling neutral. Again, the same keyword, which is observe. You observe the pleasant feeling. Good news, okay. What is good news means? Observe the feeling. You just observe that pleasant feeling. You just observe without elaborating. Observe unpleasant feeling and observe neutral feeling. Feeling good, okay. It's good, right? It's good to be excited. Okay, but again, when you are excited, you lost sati. You usually lost sati because the mind out of the center, out of the base. Is it possible that we can just observe with the mind still at the center? Okay, feeling good, good news, it's good. Just look at it, see it, understand it. But at the same time, maintain the stillness of the mind. Not over excited about that good news. It's very hard for ordinary people to practice. We're not arahant yet, okay? It's very hard. Observe unpleasant feeling, okay? When you meditate and then you start having pain on your leg, right leg, can you just observe that pain? Pain considered unpleasant, right? Something you don't want it, and now it happened to your legs, right leg. When you meditate, after 30 minutes, you get pain, you get numb. Can you just observe that pain or that numbness without elaborating? Should I move my leg? Should I, adjust my sitting, or should I just stop meditation? That you are elaborating your thinking of the feeling that you are encountering with. Next time, can you just slow down and observe your feeling? Okay, pain happened on my right leg. Okay, and how much pain do I have? And how does the pain affect my whole body at the moment? Okay, you observe. You observe. You don't just right away switch your leg and get up and stop meditation. This is not the way out. You observe. Okay, observe with the calm mind. Okay, observe with the peaceful mind. The reality of that pain, the nature of that pain that you are encountering with. Observe neutral feeling. Okay. How do you feel? And number 4 is, again, 4 and 5 is important. Now you observe how you feel. Once you acknowledge the feeling, okay, this is feeling good, this is feeling bad, pain on my leg, okay, I got promoted. This is the actual feeling, right? Positive, negative. And now you observe your mental formation, your feeling about that feeling. How do you feel toward that feeling? How do you feel toward that pain? How do you feel toward that good news that you receive? How exactly do you feel? This mental formation is hard to observe. It's hard to observe. Once you can observe that, number 4, your job is to tranquilizing that thinking, that mental formation, tranquilizing, bring it back to the center, bring it back to the state of calmness. This is the most difficult part in observing the feeling. How can you remain calm when your leg is in pain in your 30-minute meditation? How could you deal with that? How could you tranquilize your mental formation so you don't give up the practice? You don't just leave the seat. You will continue observing your pain, and eventually, believe it or not, the pain will go away. The pain is the nature of the body because the body is sick or is ill. That's the nature of the body. If you elaborate it, if you get cranky, you get mad of yourself, why me? Okay, keep bringing on the reason, complaining. So not only the pain doesn't go away, you add up more pain to your mind. Okay, your mental suffering will be more and more because of your thinking. And this is how we observe, how we practice to observe the feeling in Satipatthana. in the second part of the Satipatthana, which is observe feeling in the feeling. Okay, so keep this picture in mind. Okay, in general, there are always, okay, in our daily life, we always encounter excitement. By whatever feeling we have, the Buddha suggests us to pay close attention. Don't get trapped on the feeling that you are encountering on your daily life. Whether you unstable mind usually bring suffering or dukkha in life than stable mind, and that is why those arahant and the Buddha themselves, they don't laugh very loud, and they don't cry either. Okay, not because they don't feel anything. They do feel, but they understand the feeling. They understand the cause of that feeling, and they understand how to neutralize that feeling and make the mind calm all the time. Today, let's observe your feeling. What makes you feel good? Okay, joy and overjoy. Can you bring your feeling back to be neutral? Even though you receive good news, or even though you receive bad news, it's okay to be sad, but can you bring back the mind to the state of calm and peace? Because when the mind is calm and peace, the mind can be clear, and that clear mind, okay, you can see the solution better. Need practice. Okay, so observe first. First step is observe. Just observe. Don't elaborate. When you feel, unhappy for some reason, okay, unhappy is one thing, but the elaboration is another thing. When you elaborate, okay, you add more suffering into your life. But if you can keep the mind neutral, okay, you don't elaborate too much, okay, you are in the process of tranquilizing, okay, or calming the mind down. Your mental formation, okay, your overthinking, you calm them down, and then your mind can be calm. Again, everything that we talk, this is the theory part, and Luang Pi tried to break it down to the practical part, so you kind of know what to do in step 1, step 2, okay, until finish, okay, the whole process of observing feeling in feeling. The first 4 steps is just observe and understand it. Feeling good, okay, now I know I feel good. Feeling bad, okay, because of the person says something bad, observe it, understand it. Your job is to observe, to understand, and to control. Don't let all the feeling run you, discourage you from doing good things, especially in meditation. Feeling good, usually no problem. Okay, if you feel good, we want to meditate more, we want to do more good things. But what if thing doesn't go the way you want it? You're feeling bad. You sit 5 minutes, you start feeling bad. You start, unhappy about your own practice. You want to quit. Is that good feeling or bad feeling? How do you deal with that feeling? So instead of just get up and walk out of the room, can you just stay still and observe those unpleasant feelings that happen? Why I am not feeling good about this session? Just observe, don't elaborate, just look at it. This is something very interesting. You can try, okay, if you getting mad, okay, at someone, that unpleasant feeling occur, that hateful feeling, okay, if you just observe, don't elaborate it, you look at that hatred, okay, just look at it the way it is. Look at means just use your feeling to feel. Okay, if you observe long enough with your calm mind, okay, believe it or not, eventually you are able to let go, because it's not you, it's just a feeling. Feeling come and go, it's impermanent. This morning feel good, in the afternoon may feel bad. Feeling come and go all the time. So if you observe, you understand, you acknowledge it, and then you can let go. That let go is called liberation. Liberation is free yourself from that anger, so you might come back to be at peace again. Okay, but if you elaborate that anger, okay, your mind cannot rest. You will keep on hunting that person. You will keep on finding way to get revenge, okay, to do something bad to them, and then the mind cannot rest, and that causes your life more suffering. Okay, it's all about understanding the nature of life, the nature of mind, and how to live life mindfully and peacefully. And that is why Satipatthana help us to bring back consciousness, help us to develop and strengthen our mindfulness, so we can be mindful of everything we do in life, and we will choose to do only the good thing, take good action, say good word. Let's finish here for the feeling part. Okay, we will continue the mind part and the mind object later on. Okay, no rush.